So supports are pretty busted in Jump Force, I'll just say it how it is. They're great in neutral, can set up in your go-to combo, continue combos, walk your dog, do your taxes, but the main reason they are so good is because of the insane cooldown speed they have. That being said, there are obviously some supports that stand out from the rest, so in this video we'll be going over the best supports in Jump Force. Keep in mind, the game just came out, and hasn't even come out for all of you, so things may change along the way. This is based on my impressions so far and everything I've seen from others. My qualifications are from watching some of the best Shonen Jump anime out there, such as Naruto, Dragon Ball, 50 episodes of One Piece, Black Clover, and Assassination Classroom. But hey, my list isn't the end-all be-all, so feel free to disagree and let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get into it. Dragon Shiryu. Forgive me if I said that wrong, I've never seen that anime. Probably the worst in this list, but still interesting. The range is awful, and it isn't useful in neutral really. However, it is a great combo extender because the attack hits them straight up, and it gives you plenty of time to do whatever combo you want. Even if you send them flying on your last hit, if Shiro's hit attacks next, the opponent will be sent straight up instead. Next, we have Dai, who has a very similar effect as the other combo stars on this list. It just isn't as good, as you'll see later on. The range is alright, but it's still fairly easy to avoid or block. Next on the list we got Naruto. So Naruto is a support that you would most likely just use in neutral to help pressure the opponent. He just runs at the opponent using Rasengan. If he hits, you actually have a lot of time to react and start your combo, because the opponent will be stuck by Naruto's Rasengan. You could also use it like mid-combo as a combo extender if you want, but in the end, it is fairly easy to dodge, and lacks a lot of range, and it's kind of slow. Next, Sasuke, who seems to do the exact same thing Naruto does, except with the Chidori, which looks cooler, so Sasuke gets the edge over Naruto. Then there is Boa Hancock. Boa can be used as a combo starter and a combo extender, and the reason I like hers over Dai's is because frankly the blast is hard to see, making it a lot harder to avoid and block. It's very fast too. Plus, if you had to choose whether to look at Dai or Boa while fighting, I think you know which choice is the right one. Then we have Kurapika. Kurapika's support is awesome because it is the only one that can heal you over time. That being said, I'm not sure if this support is actually that great, but I felt it deserves a spot simply because of how unique it is. Where it would be scary is if you put it on a projectile-based character that can zone you out, because they'll be healing while they camp, putting even more pressure on you to approach, making your decisions predictable. If your character has a really strong combo game, I wouldn't use Kurapika, because you're probably better off sticking to a support that helps you lead into that combo, instead of just healing you over time. Plus, the healing is actually very slow, but it's still constant healing, which is pretty good. And by the time Kurapika's healing buff runs out, the support cooldown has already gone up, so you can just use Kurapika again. It's basically consistent healing throughout the entire game. Next we've got Piccolo. He actually wasn't even going to make my list because I felt it was too easy to avoid and was just worse than Boa's. But then, I tested out the range, and there literally is no limit to it. I backed up all the way to the edge of the map, to where I could barely even see the opponent, and it still hit. And I thought, that's pretty good. But I thought, there's probably no way I'd be able to hit confirm into a combo or something. And then I did. So yeah, Piccolo support is pretty special in that regard. It's still really easy to dodge though. Next we've got Yugi Moto. Yugi has a really good support. Dark Magician pops out, shoots 3 blasts that stun the opponent for a decent amount of time. However, its range is a lot worse than you would think. So using it in neutral is a bit harder because you actually have to get up close before using it. That being said, when you do use it, the opponent is forced to block or run, and either way, you can usually punish it. It's also a really good combo extender. In third place is Rukia. Now, Rukia seems to be what most people are saying is the best support, and for a good reason. It's the best combo starter, easily. because it freezes the opponent and gives you all the time in the world to set up your combo. It has a lot of range and is nearly impossible to avoid unless you jump, I believe. The reason Rukia isn't number 1 isn't because of her, it's because of how great the next two are. The second best support in Jump Force, in my opinion, is Kenshiro. Kenshiro's support can be used as a combo starter and a combo extender, however it does lack range. The mechanic that puts the support so high, though, is that it locks your opponent's mobility gauge. This limits their options on offense, but more importantly, defense. You can do whatever combo you want on them, and they can't escape while their gauge is locked. With characters that have really drawn out combos, like Zoro for example, this support is perfect. Oh yeah, and so Boruto gets an honorable mention. I actually think Boruto's support kind of sucks. But I thought it was pretty cool, because you can run alongside it, and the fact that it turns invisible makes it kind of tricky. At the very least, it gives you a fun way to approach. And finally, we have the best support in the game, at least in my opinion, Vegeta. Vegeta comes in at number 1, and before you say it's because I'm biased because he's my favorite character from Dragon Quest, let me explain why. He isn't nearly as good at starting combos as Rukia, or some of the others, but Vegeta offers so much more that it makes up for this. Most of the supports in the game have 1 or 2 uses, making Vegeta special. You can use him as a simple projectile because the range is great, and he throws a bunch of volleys. He can be a great combo starter if any of these volleys hit and you are ready to capitalize. He can help when you're under pressure. It's just very flexible. The main reason he is number 1 is because he just straight up wins neutral for you. It forces your opponent to commit to a decision that you can always counter. If he blocks the volleys, you can run up and break his guard with a smash or just grab him. If he starts getting hit by the volleys, start whatever combo you want. If he tries dodging the volleys, you can chase after him and start your combo that way. Unlike all the others, there really isn't a consistent counterplay to Vegeta, at least from what I've seen. And there you have it, the best supports in Jump Force, in my opinion. As I said before, feel free to let me know what you think are the best supports. Let me know if I missed any, let me know if I'm an idiot, so on, so on. I'll be making a lot more videos in Jump Force most likely, so if you like this video and want to see more content like it, feel free to subscribe, like, all of that. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.